Happy Thankful Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Thankful Sunday Live with me, Legendary Alex Cardinale. Happy Thanksgiving weekend, everyone. Welcome to a special Thanksgiving weekend themed episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, taking place on a Sunday night due to work. But it's going to be a great show. Hopefully, this show goes without a hinge because I've been having some technical issues. Anyway, tonight's episode of Thankful Sunday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale is going to be Thanksgiving related because as this weekend ends, we're heading into Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving this Thursday. Are you ready for Thanksgiving? Well, I know I am. I've got a great show coming your way here on Full Sunday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. I'm going to give out some great Thanksgiving facts. I'm going to talk about the true history of Thanksgiving. I've got some new segments debuting tonight. I'm going to give you a motivational speech with some motivational videos. I'm going to preview some products from my job Sprouts in the first ever Sprouts product feature. WWE fan is going to review Smackdown in the Smack review. Chef Alex is going to give out last minute Thanksgiving cooking tips and share his macaroni and cheese recipe. Aqua Alex will discuss the Blacker Tetra and more. Don't forget, later on towards the end of the show, an appearance from our friend Tweety, who is going to watch Twitter. So I appreciate everyone that is watching this video, whether you're watching it live or you're catching the replay of this video. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Do you have questions you want me to answer? If you have questions you want me to answer, post them in the comments and I will answer them. Do you have topics you want me to talk about? Anything you want me to talk about, I will talk about them. Post them in the comments. And would you like to share your thoughts on the topics that I have? Post your thoughts on the topics I have in the comments. So let's and get the show started. And we're going to start Thankful Sunday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale with some Thanksgiving facts perfect for Thanksgiving this coming Thursday. So, Thanksgiving fact number one. This is a really interesting fact. Americans eat 704 million pounds of turkey every Thanksgiving. That is a lot of turkey. 704 million pounds. But I have to admit, I love us will agree that turkey is really, really delicious. Hi, Enzo, how are you? And Enzo says, Alex, go Chiefs. The Buccaneers had a bye week today, so unfortunately I didn't get to watch my Buccaneers play. But the Buccaneers will be back next week after Thanksgiving. Did your Chiefs win today? I'm pretty sure they. I thought they did. I haven't checked, but I think your Chiefs did win today. Anyway, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, Enzo, and I hope it's a great one for you. So awesome! It's always a pleasure to see Enzo on my videos. Thanksgiving fact number two. Native Americans had many uses for the cranberry. The cranberry wasn't always used for food. Long before homemade and canned cranberry sauces became a traditional Thanksgiving meal, indigenous Americans had many other uses for the small red fruit. Not only did they eat cranberries fresh and use them as an ingredient in other foods, native communities also used cranberries to heal wounds and dye fabrics. Interesting to know. I myself don't like juice or anything else with cranberries. I only like cranberry sauce. That's the only thing that I like with cranberries. Besides maybe a white chocolate cranberry cookie, that might be something that I might like. Enzo said that the Chiefs did win today, so the Kansas City Chiefs got a victory. That's a good Thanksgiving gift for you. That might be the only victory they have here. Just kidding. That's a good one. All right. Here's an interesting fact that I found out a couple days ago, and I wanted to share it on our show today. Thanksgiving fact number three. Franklin D. Roosevelt once moved Thanksgiving up a week. In the midst of the Great Depression, President Franklin D. Roosevelt moved Thanksgiving up 1 week in order to allow more time for shopping before Christmas. Otherwise, it so that's pretty cool that Thanksgiving was moved up 1 year by the President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Thanksgiving fact number four. Let's see. About 50 million people watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade annually. I am one of those 50 million people. For some reason, I still enjoy the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as a 29-year-old man. I loved it as much as when I was a kid, and I still like it to this day. I think it's a great tradition for Thanksgiving. And the last thing is here. Thanksgiving fact number five. More people travel to Orlando, Florida than anywhere else on Thanksgiving. A lot of people come to the Sunshine State for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And Orlando, Florida is the most popular traveled city in Florida. I'm about 2.5 hours away from Orlando. I might have to spend a Thanksgiving in Orlando sometime at Universal or Disney. That would be pretty cool. So those are the Thanksgiving facts that I have for you of Thankful Saturday live with legendary Alex Cardinale. Enzo says, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving too, my friend, to your family and to you and your family. Turkey Day. Thank you, Enzo. Thank you, Enzo. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving as well, and hopefully you enjoy it. You have a great turkey dinner, and you get to enjoy yourself because I know you have a lot going on in your personal life. I'm very honored to be in your life. I'm very grateful to have you as a friend. So it's an honor and a pleasure, and I really, really appreciate you being my friend. Bipolar Aquatics House. What's up, Alex? Hey, how are you? And happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy early Thanksgiving to you. All right, so now we're going to get into some history, and we're going to learn about this Sunday in history. Today is November 2022. So here is our first official segment this Sunday in history. All right, here is this Sunday in history. Today is Sunday, November 20th, the 324th day of 2022. There are 41 days left in the year. Today's highlight in history. On November 20th, 1947, Britain's future queen, Princess Elizabeth, married Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, at Westminster Abbey. On this date, in 1789, New Jersey became the first state to ratify the Bill of Rights. In 1952, President elect Dwight Eisenhower announced his selection of John Foster Dulles Secretary of State. In 1967, the United States Census Bureau's population clock at the Commerce Department ticked past 200 million. On this day in 1985, the first version of Microsoft Windows operating system, Windows 1.0, was officially released. In 1992, fire seriously damaged Windsor Castle, the favorite weekend home of Britain Queen Elizabeth II. In 1998, 46 states embraced a $206 billion settlement with cigarette makers over health costs for treating sick smokers. In 2000, lawyers for Al Gore and George W. Bush battled before the Florida Supreme Court over whether the presidential election recount should be allowed to continue. In 2003, Michael Jackson was booked on suspicion of being a pedophile. He was booked on suspicion of child molestation in Santa Barbara, California. Jackson was later acquitted at trial. Record producer Phil Spector was charged with murder in the shooting death of an actor, Lana Clarkson, at his home in Alhambra, California. Spector's first trial ended with a hung jury in 2007. He was convicted of second-degree murder in 2009 and sentenced to 19 years in prison. He died in January of 2021. In 2020, Georgia's Republican governor and its top elections official certified results showing Democrat Joe Biden won the state's presidential vote over President Donald Trump. The margin was less than 0.5%, allowing the Trump campaign to ask for a recount. 10 years ago today, in 2012, former boxing champion Hector Macho Camacho was shot while sitting in a car in his hometown of Baymont, Puerto Rico. Macho Camacho died 4 days later after doctors removed him from life support. Elmo puppeteer Kevin Clash resigned from Sesame Street amid allegations of sexually abusing underage boys, another pedophile, which Clash denied. 5 years ago today, President Donald Trump announced that he was designating North Korea, which he called a murderous regime, as a state sponsor of terror. CBS News suspended Charlie Rose, and PBS stopped distribution of its nightly interview show after a Washington Post report carried accusations of sexual misconduct from 8 women. And 1 year ago, last year today, police and witnesses said about 80 people, some wearing ski masks and wielding crowbars, ransacked a high-end department store in the San Francisco Bay Area, assaulting employees and stealing merchandise before fleeing in cars waiting outside. So that is today, this Sunday in history, November 30th, 22. Birthdays. Actor Estelle Parsons is 95. Comedian Dick Smothers is 84. President Joe Biden is 80 years old. Today is the president's birthday. He is 8 decades old. And former NFL player Mark Gastini is 66 years old. So those are the famous birthdays today. Celebrating a birthday this past week? Anyone celebrating a birthday today? Anyone celebrating a birthday this coming week? This upcoming week, I have one thing to say to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy celebrating a birthday that is upcoming. All right, well, it's time for a first here on Sunday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. It's time for some motivational speeches. And you know, I'm not one to give motivational speeches, but the following videos that I'm going to present as my motivational lessons are very important, not just to Legendary Alex Cardinale, but to all of my viewers. These are very important life lessons and good motivation as well, because I want the best for my life, but I also want the best for everyone that watches my YouTube channel. You know, over the years, I have let people take advantage of me, let people bully me, I have let people use that all stops now because I put my foot down. So this week's motivational lesson is that you have to learn to stand up for yourself. You can still be nice, but don't let people take advantage of you, because when they take advantage of you, they think it's okay and they continue to take advantage of you. Now, I'm not going to give motivational speeches on every episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, only when I think it's appropriate. But today we're going to debut a new segment here where I play some motivational videos that all have a great meaning. Video, and after the video is done playing, I will give you my thoughts on it.
When a person doesn't like you, they team up with another person that doesn't like you. And before you know it, there's a whole slew of people that hate you. But here's the thing, those people, they don't even like each other. They're only gathered because of you. See how powerful you are?
People are going to hate you. So when people hate you, they're going to get together with other bad people and they have nothing better to talk about. So you are a very strong person.
Don't worry about the people that God has removed from your life. He saw things you didn't see. He heard conversations you couldn't hear. And he made moves you wouldn't make. And that's it.
Their friend Steve Harvey, I could not agree any more with him.
Some people don't come in your life to love you. They come into your life to use you. They don't come to bring to your life. They come to take from it. They don't see you as a person. They see you as an opportunity. Trust me, I've been there. These are the type of people that don't love you for you. They love you for what they can take from you. They're not loyal to you. They're loyal to the benefits that come with you. That's why they never show up, no matter how many times you showed up for them. That's why they never offer help, no matter how many times you've helped them. Like, for real, stop breaking your back for people who clearly don't got yours. If it's not reciprocated, then that relationship has to be annihilated.
Those are words that are so true, and I take them to heart each and every day because, like I said, over the last couple of years, people have friended me and only friended me because of the benefit of the stuff that I gave them, whether it was publicity on my podcast or money from my wallet. They were only friends with me for those very things, and it is very, very sad. So I wanted to share that on today's show. Hopefully my show is going really well. I'm having a lot of tech issues in the studio. The videos are playing back late, so hopefully they're just fine. So we have a question on YouTube from That Fish Guy, and the fish guy wants to know, are you religious? That's a tough question for me to answer because I don't want to open a whole bunch of worms or open a can of worms. So the proper way to answer that question is that I'm Catholic, but I don't go to church every Sunday. I haven't been to church in over 10 years, and the last time I was at church was for my grandmother's funeral. But that does not mean that I don't believe in God or that I'm not religious. I'm just a very busy person. But yes, I am a Catholic person. And my friend Enzo said that everything that I just mentioned is very, very true. Very, very true. And it's a shame that we have to play these type of videos on a talk show like this, because there are some evil people out there that will take advantage of you, use you up for money, and things like that. So I thought that would be a great addition to our Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. And every now and then we will do some more motivational and motivational speeches like that one. Well, this is Thankful Sunday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. We are getting very close to Thanksgiving this Thursday. How about we learn the true meaning of Thanksgiving and the true history of Thanksgiving? I've always been one that was fascinated with history of holidays and stuff. So let's talk about the history of Thanksgiving, and I'm going to briefly go over it with you. So as we all know, Thanksgiving is a national holiday in the United States. It is celebrated on the last Thursday of November each year. So in 1621, the Plymouth colonists and the Wampanoag shared an autumn harvest fest that is acknowledged today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations in the colonies. For more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states. It wasn't until 1863, in the midst of the Civil War, that President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national Thanksgiving Day held each November. In September 1620, a small ship called the Mayflower left Plymouth, England, carrying 102 passengers. An assortment of religious, separatists, seeking a new home where they could freely practice their faith, and other individuals lured by the promise of prosperity and land ownership in the New World. After a treacherous and uncomfortable crossing that lasted 66 days, they dropped anchor near the tip of Cape Cod, far north of their intended destination at the mouth of the Hudson River. 1 month later, the Mayflower crossed Massachusetts Bay, where the Pilgrims, as they are now commonly known, began the work of establishing a village at Plymouth. A year later, in November 1621, after the Pilgrims' first corn harvest proved successful, Governor William Bradford organized a celebratory feast and invited a group of the fledgling colony's Native American allies, including the Wampanoag chief Masset. Now remembered as America's first Thanksgiving, although the Pilgrims themselves may have not used that term at the time, the festival lasted for 3 Thanksgiving being 3. Pilgrims held their second Thanksgiving celebration in 1623 to mark the end of a long drought that had threatened the year's harvest and prompted Governor Bradford to call for a religious fast. Days of fasting and Thanksgiving on an annual or occasional basis became common practice in other New England settlements as well. During the American Revolution, the Continental Congress designated one or more days of Thanksgiving a year, and in 1789, George Washington issued the first Thanksgiving proclamation by the national government of the United States. In it, he called upon Americans to express their gratitude for the happy conclusion to the country's War of Independence and the successful ratification of the U.S. Constitution. His successors, John Adams and James Madison, also designated days of thanks during their presidencies. In 1817, New York became the first of several states to officially adopt an annual Thanksgiving holiday, but each celebrated on a different day, and the American South remained largely unfamiliar with the tradition. In 1827, the noted magazine editor and prolific writer Sarah Joseph Hale, author among countless other things of the nursery rhyme Mary Had a Little Lamb, launched a campaign to establish Thanksgiving as a national holiday. For 36 years, she published numerous editorials and sent scores of letters to governors, senators, presidents, and other politicians, earning her the nickname the Mother of Thanksgiving. Abraham Lincoln finally heeded her request in 1863 at the height of the Civil War in a proclamation entreating all Americans to ask God to commend to his tender care all those who have become widows, orphans, mourners, or sufferers in the lamentable civil strife, and to heal the wounds of the nation. He scheduled Thanksgiving for the final Thursday in November, and it was celebrated on that day every year until 1939, when Franklin Roosevelt moved the holiday up a week in an attempt to spur retail sales during the Great Depression. But in 1941, the president reluctantly signed a bill making Thanksgiving the fourth and last Thursday in November. And that is the history of Thanksgiving. Enzo says now we need some rigatoni. Yes, we do. My favorite pasta. That fish guy asks, are we open for all topics? Yes, I'm open to answer all topics. So any topics you would like me to discuss, just post them in the comments and we'll make sure to talk about them for you. All right, so now we're going to welcome Chef Alex to the show. and Chef Alex is going to give you some last-minute Thanksgiving cooking tips. So here are Chef Alex's Thanksgiving cooking tips, because remember, Thanksgiving is coming up really soon. Thanksgiving is this Thursday. So here are my last-minute cooking tips, and we're going to talk about cooking turkey. The first tip I have for you is to rely on temperature rather than color to know when your turkey is done. To be sure your turkey is done, but not overdone, go by the reading on your meat thermometer. Remember, poultry is done at 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So your meat thermometer should register 65 in the thickest part of the thigh and breast. And also, don't go on the color of the meat. 165 is the correct temperature. Make sure your knife is super sharp for carving. Once you take that golden brown bird out of the oven, be sure to let it rest for about 20 minutes before carving, so all those tasty juices don't run out when you cut it. Once you're ready to carve, use a carving fork to hold the bird in place, and be sure to use a very sharp knife. Dull knives make for messy looking slices and are also prone to slipping, so that they are more dangerous than sharp ones. Carve the drumsticks off first and leave them whole, then the thighs, then the wings. Cut the breast thick. Carve half-inch slices and arrange on a platter. Also, make sure to store your gravy in a thermos to keep it hot. So to keep your gravy hot, store it in a thermos. And make your cranberry sauce in the toaster. This is going to sound really unique, but for a fun twist on cranberry sauce, Chef Andrew Carmelini recommends to brulee it in your toaster oven. Spoon sauce into a ramekin or a dish, add sugar, orange, and spices, then warm it in the oven, and you've got a culinary delight for Thanksgiving. Those are my Thanksgiving cooking for cooking this Thursday for Thanksgiving. All right, let's see here. We've got some comments to go over. Yes. So fish talk in a couple of minutes. Is that okay? Yes, absolutely. I would love to talk about some fish with you guys. I have no problem doing that. No MSG. MSG is very terrible for the human body. So as long as you can avoid putting MSG in your food, you should be good. Garcia Quad, I just subscribed to your channel the other day. You have some great content. I like your videos. Nice to see you watching my video. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so right now I'm going to show you how to make a delicious macaroni and cheese. It is this week's recipe here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Now we're going to get started. I didn't mention that we're going to be using butter and flour, but we're going to be making a roux to start our sauce, which basically 8 tablespoons of butter, which is a full stick, and 8 tablespoons of flour. And that's going to help thicken our sauce. Getting nice and warm now. Perfect. So I'll add about 8 tablespoons of flour, which I'm going to eyeball. That looks about right. And I'm going to get the milk and cream. Particularly for this recipe, because I'm making a lot,
You would use a half gallon of milk. And you can use any kind of milk you have, but I have whole milk on hand. And a little bit of heavy whipping cream.
Not coffee cream?
No, heavy whipping cream.
Oh, okay.
It's the cream that you use to make whipped cream and Cool Whip and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that's good. So let that simmer for a few minutes and then we'll add the cheddar cheese soup. So while that heats up, I'm going to get the stuff ready. Put them in the bowl. Let me just grab a fork. Put a little bit of milk in there to make sure that the eggs stick to the steak, and then just whisk that. Alright, that looks good. And now we use the breadcrumbs.
This is similar to when we made the chicken parm.
Yes, very similar.
Yes.
Except we're using steak.
Right.
This is how I usually bread most of my stuff that I'm frying. With a couple of exceptions. So that's ready now. When I come back and check on our sauce, make sure it's not burning. It's getting nice and warm. Okay, so I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So when the macaroni is ready, you can just throw it in. Thank you, buddy. A lot of time. I mostly make this for like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Nice.
The macaroni and cheese. So now's the time you add your seasoning. And I'm going to add a couple dashes of Mrs. Dash, garlic pepper seasoning, and a little bit of Italian seasoning, and a little bit of adobo.
Alright.
It's starting to thicken up nice now. So it should start boiling in a minute or two. Yep. We're just waiting for the sauce to...
How long does it take for the sauce to get ready?
A few more minutes, it's almost done. So now we're going to start adding some of the cheeses. We'll add this bag first. I'm going to lower the heat so it doesn't burn. So we'll put the second one in. See, it's starting to thicken up now when you add the cheese.
Yeah. So the more ingredients you put, the faster to boil?
Some of the stuff will help it thicken more. It's like a light yellow, not like a dark yellow like you usually see. We'll add a little bit more cheese.
More cheese?
Yeah. We'll add about half the bag. We'll add about half this bag and then we'll change the rest to the top. Smells good in here now. Now that's ready. So we'll set it aside. And now we're going to start boiling the pasta water. And we can start our steak. That's the fun part. Now we get to bread the steaks and cook them.
Alright. Not a lot of oil.
Yeah, a little bit. But it'll cook it. I'll get that nice and warm. And then it goes right into the breadcrumbs. And make sure it's nice and coated. So to test. It smells good too.
Yeah.
It might look like a lot of sauce, but it's going to absorb in the oven.
What in the oven?
Absorb
What is?
the pasta. It's going to absorb the sauce in the oven.
Yeah. Do you think that was the same color macaroni and cheese that I ate at the restaurant?
Yeah. I think this one's going to be better. This one will be better.
Yeah. Is it because yours is more fresh, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we pour it in here. Yeah, sorry. Then I'm going to top it with the Mexican cheese. Sounds good.
That's good.
So it's just going to go for a few more minutes.
15 more minutes?
A few more for this one. Yeah, that's good.
It's good. This is what the macaroni and cheese looks like. Cheese.
All right, so that was our macaroni and cheese recipe that I made a couple of years ago. In the description of this video, I'm going to put the mac and cheese recipe. If you'd like to make it for Thanksgiving, it's a great recipe. I'm also going to post it on my Facebook page, the Legendary Alex Cardinale, as well as our supporter, This Needs to Be Said Media's Facebook page as well. And that brings me to something that I want to talk about since it is Thanksgiving and we talked about everything that we're thankful for. I am thankful to have partnered with a YouTube company, a podcast company, and a media company called This Needs to Be Said. And they're allowing me to live stream all my videos on their platform on Facebook. So I'd like to extend my gratitude for that. And if anyone is watching from that platform, make sure you give this video a like and a shout out. Tell me you're watching from This Needs to Be Said. I greatly appreciate that. Much love and respect to my friends Catherine and CJ for allowing me to do that. I am beyond grateful for that. So thank you guys for doing that for me. All right, so now it's time for the debut of our two newest events here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Some of you may not know that I work at Sprouts Farmers Market now. Sprouts Farmers Market is basically a healthy food grocery store, but we also have a bakery and other foods as well. Every week here on Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale, I'm going to feed some Sprouts products, and we're going to start that right here, right now, with the very first Sprouts Farmers Market product feature. And tonight, I'm going to feature two Thanksgiving products and one of my favorite beverages that Sprouts sells.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Yes, Sprouts is a great farmer's market. So if you're ever near a Sprouts, we have Sprouts in Florida, we have Sprouts in Arizona and California. If you live near one, check it out because we've got some great products. So I'll start with the non-Thanksgiving product, and then I'll talk about the other products from Sprouts that we're going to feature this week. So up first, we have a drink from Coca-Cola, but it's actually a very good drink. It is a fruit drink that is very similar similar to no. Now, I sound like a health freak when I say that's great, low calories and sugars. It really is good. One of the reasons I don't drink Gatorade is that this drink is much better than Gatorade, and you'll find this drink at Sprouts. This drink is called Body Armor. I believe it is by Coca-Cola. This flavor here is berry punch, but I have tried all different types of Body Armor. There's mango, there's banana mango. It's a great fruit drink. Sprouts is a proud supplier of Body Armor. Like I said, there's low calories, no sugar, no spirulina. It's a natural drink. It has natural flavors and sweeteners. It has coconut water, which takes away that bitterness that comes from Gatorade. It has electrolytes, which is potassium, and that is 700 milligrams. It has antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E, and it also has vitamins B3, B5, B6, B9, and B12. Body Armor is the low-calorie, no-sugar added sports drink with natural flavors, natural sweeteners, and no colors from artifices like Gatorade has. So definitely check out Body Armor, a product that you will find at Sprouts Farmers Market. And remember, there are Sprouts Farmers Markets in South Florida, and Arizona, and California, and I'm sure soon throughout many other areas across the United States of America. Now, another thing is very well known for is their heavily discounted price. Sprouts will put some really expensive grocery items on sale at a really good discounted price. Not many other grocery stores will do that. And that is one of the things that I really enjoy about working at Sprouts. For example, this Thanksgiving product here, pictured on the screen. This is a 26-pound turkey, not just any ordinary turkey, but a fresh, free-range, organic, young turkey I got for less than $20. Yes, you heard me right. I got a 26-pound, fresh, organic, young turkey for under 25 bucks. And that is at Sprouts. That is one of the best things that Sprouts has to offer is great prices, and that's a great deal, especially for Thanksgiving. Another great deal, another great meat item that many people make on Thanksgiving, myself included, is what's called a standing rib roast. And this right here is a standing rib roast, also known as a prime rib. Now, as you can see here, I got my prime rib for $25, and this is a 4-pound standing rib roast, a 4-pound prime rib. That is a steal of a price for a prime rib. So, if you're from South Florida, California, Arizona, or any of the other states where there's a Sprouts, make sure you head to Sprouts because I can guarantee you Tuesday and Wednesday there's going to be deals on turkeys and prime ribs. So don't miss out. They just sprout a lot of amazing products. Not wait to feature some more amazing products next week. All right, that fish in, and we're going to turn over to tropical fish for a second. And that fish guy's question is this. I have a 1,300-gallon indoor pond. I was wondering if I could put a flower horn and a wolf cichlid, doveye, together with a divider in the aquarium. yes, if it's a 1,300-gallon indoor pond, I think your success rate of having a flower horn and a wolf cichlid together in a pond, a tank part, is very successful, especially if you're going to divide it. Dividing 1,300 is like 750 gallons each. That is more than enough in money for a bovine and a flower horn. So I do think you will have success keeping them divided. They'll have they'll have more than adequate tank space, and they'll be able to thrive, especially in a tank that large. I think you could possibly put tank mates in those 1,300-gallon indoor pond if it really is that huge. So that was a great question. I really enjoyed answering it. Thank you so much for asking me. And don't ever be afraid to ask any tropical fish questions on any of my live streams. I love answering them, and I love helping people, and that's what these live streams are for. It's for me to have fun, but it's also for me to interact with everyone that watches my videos and to interact with people, because after all, I'm a people person. I may seem like an asshole in real life, but I'm actually a people friendly person, and I enjoy working with people, and I enjoy communicating with people. So if there's anything I can help you with, any questions that I can answer, I look forward to answering them. So thank you so much for uh, asking those questions. So moving along, I did not expect for this show to be so late at night, but we've been having tech issues, so we're going to keep it rolling. Now it's time to talk about WWE professional wrestling, one of my other favorite hobbies. And every Saturday moving forward on Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale, I'm going to recap WWE Friday Night SmackDown, and that begins tonight. I'm WWE fan Alex Cardinale. Welcome to the very first Friday Night SmackDown review here on Thankful Sunday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Here is the SmackDown review. SmackDown from November 18th. This week's SmackDown kicked off with a promo with the Brawling Brutes. Drew McIntyre came out to join them. They got in the ring, and Sheamus says that Drew is standing by his side as Brawling Brutes prepare to go to war with the Bloodline. Considering that they have a 20-year rivalry, they have gone to war numerous times. Sheamus tells Drew that the 20-year rivalry has created mutual respect. Sheamus says it has created a bond, and he asked Drew to be his best man when he got married in New York 3 weeks ago. So that is pretty cool. Eventually, Sheamus asked Drew McIntyre if he would be their honorary Brute. Drew says no one knows what it's like to be outnumbered by the Bloodline than Drew. Just when you think you have the upper hand, the Muppets multiply like rabbits. But when the odds are even, it's a different story altogether. And if he wants to go to war, he wants to go to war with his brother. Drew extends his hand as both men shake and hug. Holland says it's fight night, and Butch says at Survivor Series it's war games. Drew says he sees four, but who can be the fifth man? Out comes Sami Zayn, who calls them his dogs. Eventually, this promo led to Sheamus saying that when they reveal their fifth man, Sami Zayn is going to crap his pants, which basically at the end of the night he did. Ricochet defeated Ali in the SmackDown World Cup match. Karrion Kross beat Madcap Moss. Bray Wyatt had a promo, and Bray Wyatt said he asks himself why he does the things he does, and can he actually change? And if he was LA, exactly how he would handle the situation, and that makes him sad. But he wanted to come out and do this and feel really strongly about it. He wanted to apologize to LA Knight for what he did to him. He says he had a moment of weakness and out comes LA Knight. He tells him for 7 days he has run it over and over again. The cheap shot heard around the world, and each time it gets him hotter than the last. But now here he is out here apologizing. If he is honest, it has him conflicted. He spoke about fear and respect. Anyways, it resulted in LA Knight slapping Bray Wyatt a couple of times, and it looks like it's going to lead to Bray Wyatt taking on LA Knight in the ring at Survivor Series. Shotzi defeated Shayna Baszler, and New Day and Braun Strowman defeated Imperium. And in the main event, Butch defeated Sami Zayn to advance to the SmackDown World Cup. And Kevin Owens returned, and he is revealed as the fifth man of the War Games team for Survivor Series. That is the best, or excuse me, that is the SmackDown weekly review for November 18th, which was this past Friday. That has another great question. I have two 15-inch Arapaima. I have them in a 700-gallon aquarium with my Oscars. What size tank would you say I need for them when they get bigger? Well, to be honest, Arapaima are the world's largest freshwater fish, or one of the world's largest freshwater fish. They can actually grow up to 8 feet in length. So you're probably going to need a pond or a river to house them fully grown. So in my humble opinion, I feel that the Arapaima technically shouldn't be in the aquarium hobby, but fish stores still sell them anyway. So provide them the largest aquarium that you can, and I think they will be very, very happy. All right, so we talked about WWE. Now it's time to talk about another sport team, and that is the best NFL team in my personal opinion, and my favorite NFL team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers actually had a bye week today, so the Buccaneers did not play. But we're still going to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on tonight's show. I'm going to go over the Buccaneers' regular season so far. Our schedule heading into today is 5 wins and 5 losses, which means we are now 500. We have a 500 winning percentage. We can still make the playoffs if we bounce back. So on September 11th, opening NFL day, opening day of the 2022 season, we beat the Cowboys 19-3. On September 18th, week 2, we beat the Saints 20-10. Week 3, we lost to the Packers 14-12. Week 4, we lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 41-31. Week 5, we beat the Falcons 21-15. Week 6, we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers 20-18. Week 7, we lost to the Panthers 21-3. Week 8, we lost to the Ravens 27-22. Week 9, we beat the Rams 16-13. And just last week, week 10, we beat the Seahawks in Germany 21-16. Today we had a bye. Next week, in week 12, we take on the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland on Fox. So I'm going to predict that the Bucs will win that game. Week 13, the Bucs take on the Saints on Monday Night Football. Week 14, the Bucs take on the 49ers. Week 15, the Bucs take on the Bengals. Week 16, the Cardinals. Week 17, the Panthers. And Week 18, the Falcons. So if the Bucs get it together and Tom Brady does his magic, I do think the Buccaneers have a shot of going to the Super Bowl. I can't wait to see what the season has in store for the Buccaneers, one of my favorite team. The fish guy said, "Go Miami Dolphins, the worst team ever." I kind of agree with you on it. Miami Dolphins are my favorite team. Well, they're here. Would a 4,500 gallon be a good size aquarium for the Arapaima when they're bigger? Yes, that's a decent area for them. Bigger than what most people can provide for sure. All right, well, Christmas season is coming up, and Christmas season means cookies. It's time for our Crumble Cookie segment.
Whoa! Dude! It's the guy who says that thing.
Let's get ready to crumble!
I like your face paint.
Foul!
Oh, come on!
Let's get ready to crumble!
There you are again.
No desserts.
Wait. Hey!
Let's get ready!
Thank you.
Okay.
So here is the Crumble menu that was just released today. This is the menu for November 21st through November 26th. The Thanksgiving 2022 menu. Maple cinnamon cookie roll, just like Grandma makes. A vanilla sugar cookie topped with cinnamon roll filling and swirled with a rich maple frosting. Cranberry white chocolate featuring ocean spray. A buttery cookie containing a symphonic mix of vanilla, ocean spray craisins, dried cranberries, and white chocolate drops. Salted caramel cheesecake. A three-layer stack of flavors including graham cracker, cheesecake frosting, gooey caramel, and a touch of sea salt. A new cookie is the chocolate sprinkle. A warm, gooey chocolate cookie rolled in delicious chocolate sprinkles. Pumpkin pie, a buttery pie crust cookie with spiced pumpkin pie filling, finished with a dollop of fluffy whipped cream and a dash of cinnamon. And there is a mystery cookie available in your area, wherever you live. Your local crumble cookie this week will have a mystery flavor. And milk chocolate chip, the classic. You cannot go wrong with milk chocolate chip cookie. Thick, soft, and packed with milk chocolate chips. Go pick up a box of Crumble cookies this week. That's your menu for Crumble cookies for the week of November 21st through November 26th, Thanksgiving. I'm going to get some for my Crumble cookies because it's Oreo mystery flavor this week. Well, you know, I've had a great blast hosting Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale, and I've got some great episodes coming up over the next few weeks, but none better than the 25th episode of Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale on December 3rd.
Saturday Live goes 25. In 2 weeks on Saturday, December 3rd, 2022 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, legendary Alex Cardinale hosts the 25th episode of Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale. It's going to be an awesome party and a great way to start December and Christmas 2022 season. A night of special guests, party fun, and surprises. For the first time ever, there will be multiple special guests on Saturday LV with legendary Alex Cardinale. Jeremy Stellern, owner of the Little Egypt Aquarium Club, /Master 1989, and Sandra Kemp are the confirmed guests. Aqua Alex celebrates 25 episodes of Saturday Live by going to Petco and giving a Petco fish room and reptile room tour. It's also double fish of the weekend as Aqua Alex discusses the Oscar cichlid and maroon clownfish. Chef Alex shows you how to make homemade Twix cookies like crumble. Legendary Alex Cardinale gives you the best of 2022 nominees that you can vote for. All that and everything you already love about Saturday Live. With legendary Alex Cardinale. The 25th episode of Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale airs in 2 weeks, Saturday, December 3rd, 2022 on YouTube channel The Legendary Alex Cardinale.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, history will be made on Saturday, December 3rd at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. I cannot wait as we celebrate 25 episodes of Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale. That fish guy says he has 14 aquariums, over 400-gallon tanks, and 2 big ones. One is 4,500 and the other is 400 gallons or 4,000 gallons. Very, very cool. Very awesome to have those aquariums. What are all the animals that I have? Well, I have a 75-gallon community aquarium housing black skirt tetras, today's featured fish. I have a monster aquarium, and I have a puppy. Technically not a puppy since she's 10 years old, but she is a beagle and she's my cuddle buddy and she is my baby. So just for me, I have fish and a dog only. But if I had my way, I'd have turtles and all sorts of other pets as well. And that fish guy says he'll be there for our 25th episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Awesome. I can't wait to see you there. All right. So moving along, we've got some funny videos to play. So let's get to our funny videos, shall we?
And if you tell me and your mom, we're not going to be mad.
I said the Lord's name in vain at school.
I said I wasn't going to get angry, and I'm not angry.
I went to the petting zoo and I let the goat lick my penis. What? I had a beer with the old biker man at the end of the street. And he let me touch his old lady's titty. One time I put a firefly in my butthole.
Why?
To make my farts glow. I shaved the dog and glued the hair to my nutsack so I looked like a grown man.
I touched myself to Drew Carey on The Price is Right.
God. Okay, that's enough. Stop, please.
That's funny.
Category is people who annoy you.
Okay.
As always, we give you the letters R, T, S, L, and E. We just need 3 more consonants and a vowel.
Okay, I'd like a B, an N, and a G.
And the vowel?
An O, please.
Okay, well, looks like you're going to get a lot of help here. Category is people who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please. 10 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
5 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Huh? Oh.
I know what a lot of you were thinking, but it's actually naggers.
Today we're making fuck off pie. With 1 cup of no one cares, a dash of kiss my ass, add some fuck yous, a pinch of blow me. You're gonna wanna stir it all together and shove it up your ass.
That sounds like a great recipe.
Come on, babe, get a strike. Come on, get a strike. Oh.
I think she got a strike there. I'm not that good of a bowler, but I have better aim than that. I mean, you have to have perfect aim to hit those things, right?
Can you tell what that smell is? I'll tell you, it's a fresh fuck to give, baked right here in the new Give a Fuck oven. The Give a Fuck oven is so easy to use. First, you just take your provided fucking ingredients and firmly pack it right into your fuck tray. Then, you put your fuck tray right on the fuck platform. We also provide you with a fuck stick. Now take your fuck stick and shove your fuck deep into the oven. Sometimes it gets stuck. You just want to take it, shove it in. Get in there. Just get fucking, okay. Sometimes you gotta use the other end. You just gotta give it a hard push. And in mere minutes, your fuck will be baked to perfection. All right, now our fuck is all baked and ready to give. Just take your fuck stick and insert it into the annex portion of the Give a Fuck oven. Here it is, 1 fresh fuck to give. Now look at that. Smells great. 1 fresh fuck, hot and steaming and ready to give to your friends, family, and strangers with the new Give a Fuck oven. Buy it today.
I saw that video on Facebook and I laughed my ass off. So I figured it'd be funny to play it here on today's video. That is funny. and just don't give a fuck. The give a fuck oven. That's funny. All right, so we've been live for a little while now, so I think we're gonna end this show really soon. So we've got one final segment that I'm gonna do for tonight, and that is our fish keeping segment and our fish of the week, which of course is going to be the black skirt tetra. But before we get there, I'd like to promote next Saturday's episode, or should I say this coming Saturday's. Now, this coming Saturday's episode of Live Legendary Alex Cardinale is going to air at a special start time because next Saturday, WWE Survivor Series War Games will be on during the time that I usually host my show. So next Saturday, I'll be live at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. Pacific time. So earlier in the evening, next Saturday, November 26th, 5 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, join me for a very special Saturday Live with the legendary Alex Cardinale. It's a shop small Saturday Live because the Saturday after Thanksgiving is shop small business Saturday. And also, next Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale kickstart the season. And I'll have Christmas facts for you and a lot of Christmas chat. Next week, I'm going to show you how to make white chocolate peppermint Oreos. Chef Alex will show you how to make a delicious Christmas treat. There will be a mystery special guest. Aqua Alex travels to aquatic and exotic. What new fish will he get next week? The fish of the weekend is the flat-tail Procholotus. Plus, WWE fan belly Alex Cardinale previews Survivor Series and recaps SmackDown, the Sprouts Farmers Market featured product, and more. The very first Shop Small Saturday Live. November 26th, next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Legendary YouTube channel. Our first segment tonight, and that is Fish of the Weekend. And our Fish of the Weekend this weekend is, of course, the black skirt tetra.
It's time to chat tropical fish. Let's welcome Aqua Alex Cardinale to Saturday Live with legendary Alex Cardinale. Aqua Alex will be discussing a species of tropical fish each and every week. It will either be a freshwater or saltwater tropical fish species that is in the aquarium hobby and can be kept by aquarium hobbyists. Aqua Alex has kept many different species both fresh and salt. He has knowledge mostly on cichlids, catfish, monster fish, and many others. What fish is up for discussion today? Ladies and gentlemen, dive into the fish tank. Get ready to welcome the one and the only, Aqua Alex. Here is the one and the only South American and monster fish keeper Aqua Alex.
Oh, wow.
Big Show. I said get the hell out of my way.
So that was a video of my black skirt tetra. The black skirt tetra is a tetra that comes from South America. You'll find them in Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, and I believe Peru. The black skirt tetra is a small growing tetra reaching only 2.5 inches. It is a very popular tetra in the aquarium hobby. It was the very first tetra used to create the popular glowfish. The black skirt tetra can be kept in schools of 8 or more. It's a schooling fish. It can be kept with angelfish, discus, other tetras, and other dwarf cichlids and semi-aggressive cichlids. It can be kept with Corydoras, very, very popular tetra. The black skirt tetra will eat anything from flake foods, pellet foods, bloodworms, and more. Very, very cool fish, the black skirt tetra. I will do a species care guide in the future on the black skirt tetra. One of my all-time favorite tetras is the black skirt tetra. It has been an amazing, thankful Sunday Live. I want to thank everyone that watched this video. I want to thank all the live participants who had great questions, and I had a blast interacting with all of you. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And most importantly, I hope you all have an amazing, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving this Thursday. Don't miss my second annual Thanksgiving Bash live this Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I'll give out my last minute treat cooking tips. I will preview the NFL football games on Thanksgiving, all that and more. And don't miss Shop Small Saturday. Next Saturday, live, 5 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I thank you all so much. And if you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button and share this video with your friends. See you all later. Have a great night. I'm Legendary Alex Cardinale. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm wishing you a pleasant adieu.
Saturday Live goes 25. In 2 weeks on Saturday, December 3rd, 2022 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Legendary Alex Cardinale hosts the 25th episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale. It's going to be an awesome party and a great way to start December and Christmas 2022 season. A night of special guests, party fun, and surprises. For the first time ever, there will be multiple special guests on Saturday LV with Legendary Alex Cardinale. Jeremy Stellion, owner of the Little Egypt Aquarium Club, /Master 1989, and Sandra Kim are the confirmed guests. Aqua Alex celebrates 25 episodes of Saturday Live by going to Petco and giving a Petco fish room and reptile room tour. It's also double fish of the weekend as Aqua Alex discusses the Oscar cichlid and maroon clownfish. Chef Alex shows you how to make homemade Twix cookies like crumble. Legendary Alex Cardinale gives you the best of 2022 nominees that you can vote for. All that and everything you already love about Saturday Live. With Legendary Alex Cardinale. The 25th episode of Saturday Live with Legendary Alex Cardinale airs in 2 weeks, Saturday, December 3rd, 2022 on YouTube channel The Legendary Alex Cardinale.
It's time to be thankful and time to stuff our face with turkeys. It's Thanksgiving month, and I, Legendary Alex Cardinale, will host the second annual Thanksgiving Bash live Thanksgiving Day at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Join me, Legendary Alex Cardinale, for the 2022 Thanksgiving Bash, live Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 24th, 11 a.m., 8 a.m. Pacific. I, Legendary Alex Cardinale, will talk about what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving. I'll discuss my favorite Thanksgiving foods and memories. Plus, there will be appearances by Chef Alex Cardinale and Aqua Alex Cardinale. I'm sure Chef Alex will help answer your last-minute Thanksgiving questions, plus give out good Thanksgiving cooking tips as well as help you prepare a delicious turkey on Thanksgiving Day. What tropical fish topics will Alex bring for Thanksgiving? You'll have to tune in to find out. Plus, Legendary Alex Cardinale previews the NFL Thanksgiving football games and more. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Don't miss the Thanksgiving Day Bash. Live Thursday, November 24th, 2022, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinale. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Go out and get those turkeys and tune in to the Thanksgiving Bash. Thursday, November 24th, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, right here on the Legendary Alex Cardinale YouTube channel.